Hey fellow world dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I have for you very cool off-meta build, utilizing all the latest changes, all the launchers, explosive weapons, yes, and even life-saving armor. It works perfectly together. So let's jump in, step by step, what's in this build. Starting with the special distribution, that's before application of legendary perks, and then legendary perks. I'm running Endurance, Agility, Luck, Intelligence for the special. So it is endgame build, but it is possible to do similar build for the beginner. If you are interested, let me know. Should I make a beginner version of the human build? I'm still thinking if that's needed. Maybe it is. How many new players do you have? Then there's taking one for the team. Currently Master Infiltrator. I could utilize different legendary in here, for example, with Missile Launcher. Follow through is working. If you are firing from far away, you can actually stay hidden and get follow through to trigger if you want to. And now regular perks. Strength is just a carry weight. It's nice with this build that we don't really need anything in particular. We can go full carry weight to help us out. Launchers are heavy, ammo for them is heavy, so all you can do to reduce the weight is great. So Ordnance Express for ammo, Bandolier for ammo, as cannonballs count as ballistic, not explosive, even though they do explode. Perception for some extra damage, Number Cruncher, Down Ranger for far enemies, Tank Killer, Grenadier. Grenadier, of course, bigger explosions with all launchers, a key for the launcher build. Endurance, a lot of tankiness. All those cards that increasing our tankiness. Bullet Shield, yes, it does trigger with the launchers as they are classified as heavy guns, so it will trigger whenever you use them. Adamantium Skeleton, as we are not running a power armor, so we want a limp immunity. Rat Sponge, I run it, yes. Surprisingly efficient, helps way more than you would expect. It says 20%, so it doesn't look like much, but it's quite a noticeable improvement to rat resistance without power armor. Fireproof, Star Jeans. Fireproof to reduce damage from explosions. It will not help much versus self-inflicted explosive damage. We have a different strategy for that. Charisma, yes, EMT is being shared. That's for self-revive and revive for teammates, but especially the second part, for 1 minute after the revive, increased healing. This is quite significant amount of healing. It works on self-revives too, so we want that. The self-healing is what we want. There is a bunch of perks in here to improve all our stats. And if you want more experience, switch Injector for Inspirational. Injector is nice, helps a little bit, but Inspirational is overall much better. I'm just in the situation that I don't really need experience for anything, so I have no use of Inspirational. Revenant will be triggering frequently, and that works for 2 minutes. So we can have it running all the time if we want to with this build, very easily. Strength in numbers is being shared, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't stack with itself, unfortunately. Under Intelligence, First Aid for a little bit strongest impacts. Nerd Rage, yes, we are utilizing launchers on the Blooded build without power armor. It's super fun. I recommend, if you never played Blooded, try this one. It's like a different type of Blooded. That's not unyielding build Blooded. That's life-saving Blooded build. Damage Expert for more damage. White Knight, as normal armor tends to break a lot. This helps tremendously to reduce that. Gunsmith, that's for our launchers. It's especially needed for me as I'm running them with 4-star legendary polished. If you don't have polished, it's maybe not as important to have Gunsmith, but otherwise it is. Evasive under Agility, yes, we are stacking all evasive perks for extra chance to dodge. It has a great synergy with self-revive, as I identify the point of failure for self-revive. It's usually do not happen if you get hit rapidly with different attacks. So all the things we can do to reduce the frequency of getting hit will help make self-revive more reliable. So moving target, evasive. I'm currently running Sneak as well if I want to sneak around. This is not necessary. For most part, I'm running around and thinking, as I do have Dodgy too. Goat Legs, after the buff, 1 point, and you can fly and jump, utilize jetpack everywhere smoothly. That's such a powerhouse for just 1 point. I would equip it on this build even if that would be 3 points cost, so it's worth it. The sneak part, not necessary. You can swap it for something else if you need like more AP region or something. But it's nice to have it here. You can sneak around if you want to. Serendipity to increase evade chances. Then Ricochet for some extra bullet reflect. Class Freak to reduce mutation side effects. Dry Nurse to save a little bit of Stimpaks for self revives. Junk Shield for tankiness and good with salt for our food. And that's about it for regular perks. As you can notice, it's almost all like off meta. It's not what you see on normal builds, but works incredibly good in here. What about mutations? Doesn't really matter too much what you have, to be honest, on the mutation department. It can basically have everything, and I almost have everything. What I would recommend, if you just need to choose the correct ones, Adrenal Reactions, Bare Bones, Carnivore, Eagle Eyes. If you want to do occasional crit, if you don't even need it. Egghead, that's to have intelligence. I still have both Carnivore and Herbivore. From the next patch it will not be possible, so you will go with Carnivore. Herd Mentality, Marsupial, Scaly Skin, Speed Demon, and those two not needed. Those are for melee, but thanks to the fact that I always have them, I can switch to melee whenever I want. The side effects of -1 agility, minus 13% gun accuracy does not really matter for me. So this is all fine. Now the gear. So what kind of launchers are we using? What is the best? You can notice all of them are bloodied and not a 2-shot. Why is that? Because 2-shot is currently bugged with explosive weapons. Maybe there will be a day that we start using 2-shot again. For now, I needed to switch all of the launchers to bloodied. So the perfect roll on the launchers... Oh, I forgot to add 4-star to this one. It's supposed to be polished like all of them. So I will add that in a moment. It's already a powerhouse. It's one-shot killing everything, and that's a daily driver. So this is a broadsider. The most powerful daily driver, mainly because explosion is tiny. So there is a relatively low risk that you will hit yourself with those explosions, but targets will take absolutely massive damage. It's a good fire rate of 15, capacity of 3 when modified with heavy barra and comfort grip and multi-shot canister. The reload bag was fixed, so it's reloading all 3 cannonballs with 1 reload. Amazing weapon. And yes, explosive effect on 2nd star for launchers does work and increase their damage by a lot. After that, for some fun, first Zappa, it's not the powerhouse, but for some fun you can use. Then Rocket Launcher, that's a powerhouse if you want to take down Flying Scourge Beast. Absolutely insane damage on this patch. I will demonstrate that in action. Then regular Grenade Launcher, very high damage and nice area of coverage. Single shot, unfortunately, so that's a bigger downside. But from the latest patch, the damage is much higher than on automatic Grenade Launcher, making it very ammo efficient to clear groups of mobs. Of course, you try to shoot it far away from yourself so you don't blow yourself up. Really good damage per shot, really ammo efficient weapon. No mini nukes, I was playing with them a little bit, and yeah, the power level is great, but not particularly useful for me. I prefer other stuff, so I'm not using mini nukes, especially that mini nukes are so heavy and so blinding. The worst blinding weapon. Then if I need to hit through walls, that's the only weapon that do hit through walls. So Tesla Cannon. It's not really a typical launcher. It's a heavy gun with nice explosive damage, as it has explosion built in, and on top of that, explosive 2nd star increases that. So it's decent, but only for situation when enemies can hide behind corners, behind the walls. That will hit them, and regular launchers will not. Then about armor, yes, I do have 4-star, but it's not big difference. This Ranger's 4-star I just added yesterday, so I was running regular 3-star armor, and it was fine. What is important, it's life-saving, a full set. After changes to life-saving, full set of life-saving gives me self-revive every minute. It's available for me every minute, which is a perfect timing. as that's as well a duration of most of self-revive related perks. That's how long they last. So whenever they expire, I can trigger them again. Very easily with this build. Endurance on second star seems to be the most reliable. Luck would be good too. You can go with Ada, Luck, or Endurance. Luck will increase Ricochet and Serendipity chance to trigger. Endurance gives me overall more resistances and more health. Then it's all through Hikers on the third star for my carry weight needs. If you don't have through Hikers, you will need to sort out carry weight with other perks. All the limbs are modded with Strengthen, therefore my limbs cannot be crippled. I'm basically immune to crippling and immune to fall damage, the same as Power Armor person would be without running Power Armor. If you don't like Power Armor, you'll be happy about it. A lot of Power Armor benefits without actually using Power Armor. So that's big. About apparel, Under Armor, the backpack is high capacity, and Under Armor I'm running Shielded Secret Service for the best stat bonuses. So that's the gear. Some food I'm using like on a regular basis. At this moment I still need to pop Carnivore and Herbivore Serum to run my food, but Megavore will be gone soon, so I'll be just a Carnivore without using any serums. And about the food, my standard was generated at my camp, so I will run Company Tea, Cook Social, Deathglow, Accumulate, Marlock Jerky, Pemmican, Smoked Marlock Filet for carry weight, Square on a Stick for agility, and there should be Deathglow Steak. I think I ran out of Deathglow Steak. Oh, I didn't. They just unlocked themselves. So Deathglow Steak for extra carry weight, or the Wellington is fine too. So that's basically the food I'm normally running. It's not necessary, but nice touch. Now, how well does this build perform? Oh, and it's still a bug I noticed with Marsupial. So I will fix it here. My jump is not as high as it's supposed to be, so the fix for the bug still working. Radix, follow up by Radix diluted, and whatever that does, that fixes the bug, and now my jump is higher. So that's working. That's how you fix it. I will drop my health a little bit, as I can run with really low health on this build. A bonus, when I give myself radiation, I'm filling up food and water bars with this radiation resistance perk, which is a nice touch, to be honest. First, let's showcase that on Super Mutant. Still 3-star Broadside. I didn't apply the 4-star yet, and I decided I will wait and apply it after the video, so you can see how well it's performing without this 4-star. 4-star is not really needed to get these power levels. It does help, it does improve the damage, but look at that. So that's very easy. One shot, you just need to hit close to them, you don't need to hit them exactly. You see the level of the damage? Like, they die instantaneously. So easy to use this Broadsider. And explosion is very small, very minimum splash and flash. So you don't blind yourself at all. You can use it basically as a normal weapon. The only thing that's happening is the smoke. So you have some smoke effects, which are cool. That's with 10k hit. So yeah, that's without applying a 4-star. Absolute powerhouse of a weapon. This Broadsider is. And the best thing about it, unlike all other launchers, this one is generating ammo when being used, and as well this ammo can be then used to trade it for even more missile, mini nukes, or grenades, as you please. Now, what else is super cool, of course, is missile launcher, so let me showcase the missile launcher on some flying targets. Oh, you know what? Before we attack this 2-star legendary Scourge Beast, let me use my regular grenade launcher, so wide open areas. I use that, as that's easy to hit targets, you don't really need to shoot close to them. The splash is high enough that it will hit them around the area. As you can see, I killed 2 in here, so I don't really need to exactly find them. I just shoot around them, and and now I died. I shoot too close, so that's why life-saving. You don't even see that, but I just died. I was self-revived here. And now, missile launcher. Let's see what this missile launcher will do about this Scourge Beast. Let's launch those 4 missiles. And look at that. Almost 2-star legendary. Almost killed with just 4 missiles. 5 missiles will do it. That's 2-star. Legendary Scourge Beast eliminated super easily. Who's there? Alright. Do I need to say anything else about this build? I don't think so. Incredible power. Under your fingertips. Fingernails tips? I think it was fingertips. If you need to reduce a little bit your radiation, if it's a little bit too much, Bremen milk is perfect for that, for fine-tuning. It's removing a little bit of rats, top up your food and water, which is great. And it was already a while, so look at that. I can self-revive myself again. That's a definite revive. Instantaneous. That's why life-saving is so good with this Lancia build. And if you pop like a Scout's banner or you are close to your enemies, then EMT can trigger. The Scout banner can have self-revive. But armor itself already, like giving you self-revive every single minute, that's a lot. You can see the cooldown as well in here, Lifesaver, that's this big plus sign, and you can see that under AP bar, so it's easy to find out if your self-revive is ready. Triggering this self-revive so much when running around with this build, and it's such a fun to utilize it. I strongly recommend you give it a shot. Can I say more? I can say one downside. It's not working on the Guardian. Guardian in the raid is immune to explosions. All other enemies, you can use this build, including all the bosses. You can use VATS if you really want to, but it's not so fun. I opted out of using VATS, as I don't need help with aiming. If I need help with aiming, that's why the missile launcher is in here. Targeting computer, I just aim at target and missile follow. So that's not a problem. They are in there. Any questions? Let me know. And that being said, thank you a lot for watching and see you all in the next one.